What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Monday, December 2nd. In today's video, I want to share with you some major updates that's been happening with the DOG Bitcoin token over the past weekend. And we're also going to be talking about the price of DOG over the past 24 hours because it is down 5%. But don't worry, I'm going to share with you why DOG isn't the only token that's experiencing a retracement. We're actually seeing this happen within altcoins and meme coins. So what does this mean for DOG? How many people are accumulating DOG, especially on centralized exchanges? Also, I want to share with you who's been talking about DOG that we just found out recently over the weekend that a major hedge fund has acquired DOG. I'm going to share with you my perspective on that, and then at the end of the video, charting analysis. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. Go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page and our X platform, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. So let's focus on the price of DOG. It's hovering around a 650 million market cap. Not too long ago, it was hovering around a 700 million market cap. Now let's look at the overall cryptocurrency rune ecosystem, right? So we have cryptocurrencies, altcoins, meme coins, and also runes. So DOG to the moon right now is down 9% over the past 7 days, down 7% over the past 24 hours. So basically, we saw the most retracement over the past 24 hours. But look at the GOAT, down 11%. And would you believe this? Even Moondang, okay, so Moondang was just announced a Coinbase listing as of this morning, and it is only up $550 million, aka up 50%. And this still hasn't flipped DOG go to the moon. While this token may be one of the most talked about tokens on Solana, DOG go to the moon, or the DOG Bitcoin token, regardless of what's trending or not, DOG still has a really strong community base. So that's really important to know. I mean, look at even Nero, down 14%, Mirror token, down 9%, Notcoin, down 8.8%. I mean, there's so many tokens in the red within the meme coin sector that it's not just DOG to the moon, in case you're wondering. So that should hopefully provide some clarity. So just a warning out there. So there is this thing that's been popping up in everybody's Bitcoin wallet. If it's Xverse or Magic Eden, there's this fake voucher and it appears as an image. So this is basically a scam. It will drain your wallet. So what do? Don't interact with it. Just leave it in your wallet. Don't try to delete it. Don't try to burn it. There is really, for me right now, no mechanism that feels safe to do that. So right now, just ignore it. This happens on Solana all the time. And what we do, we just ignore it and we just don't interact with it. Just leave it in your wallet. Nothing will happen if you just leave it in your wallet. So just leave it there. Don't touch it. It's a scam. So be very careful. Do not click on it. Now let's move on to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about how meme coins have been performing against companies. These are in real life companies. So the reason we want to talk about how meme coins perform is because they have been outperforming real companies, and that's why you need to pay attention to DOG. Even though Dogecoin has Elon Musk and Shiba Inu rides off the tailwinds of Dogecoin, what's great about DOG is that it has Bitcoin, all right? Bitcoin has a larger market pool than Elon Musk's net worth. Isn't that mind-blowing? There is more Bitcoin worth out there than Elon Musk's portfolio, which is kind of amazing. So that's why you need to pay attention to why DOG has more firepower than Dogecoin and all these other meme coins as well. But we need to also talk about altcoin season, because just last week on Friday, we were at 65. We're not 76. Now, why is this important? Altcoin season seems to have begun, meaning right now you're not going to see Bitcoin dominance for maybe some time because altcoin season and altcoins have been taking over. So right now the top that we're going to see is probably 100, because that's what historically we've seen multiple times. But right now we're only at 76. So between 76 and 100, you could see DOG or DOG Bitcoin pump pretty fast, pretty quickly. It could happen anytime soon. Now let's talk about the rotation of funds. Now Digital Asset News, aka Rob, who's ended up sharing how the rotation of funds kind of flow in. Let's talk about the meme coin sector. So usually you'll see fiat flow into larger cap meme coins, which is Dogecoin or even Shiba Inu. The mid cap coins such as Bonk, Dog Whiff, Hat, Pepe, then those will rotate into the low cap memes, and these are mainly runes. So right now you need to pay attention to this. This is the rotation of funds. You need to get into this before that bull run does happen. Now let's talk about the people that have been reporting on DOG. Okay, so these are the people that have been trying their best to report on DOG almost on an everyday basis or every week basis. Either they're sharing technical analysis or they're sharing with you basically any of the analytics or foundations and fundamentals around DOG. And then you have top influencers, right? These are people with hundreds of thousands to even up to millions of followers on YouTube, educating and just sharing with you why runes is something that you need to pay attention to. And most of these people actually own dog in their portfolio or have special guests. Now, Crypto Banter on their Twitter page ended up sharing just last week that meme coins, especially Bitcoin ecosystem, is booming. And so if they're going to report on this pretty soon, you got to get into it before they do, because they haven't made a dedicated video on runes just yet, but they will soon. They probably won't do it until they start seeing all these things boom in terms of the market cap. But you need to get in before they end up talking about it, because once they start talking about it, then it's too late for you to have that great entry point. Now, this is the big news that happened over the weekend. Now, Mark Yuso was a special guest on Altcoin Daily. Now, Altcoin Daily has over 1.1 million followers and subscribers on both YouTube and on X. Now, Mark Yuso was sharing with him basically his whole perspective on the cryptocurrency market, but more specifically, he shared that he owns dog. Now, why is this really important to know? Well, Mark Yuso is the CEO and CIO of Morgan Creek Capital. Now, what's great about what Mark has done is that his company helped create the Bitwise ETF. Now, why is that really important? Well, Bitwise ETF is one of many Bitcoin ETFs out there that allowed institutional investors and hedge funds to have allocation to Bitcoin. This was along BlackRock, ARK Invest, Fidelity, Wisdom Tree. I mean, you name it. There's a ton of ETFs out there, but Bitwise was one of the very first ETFs to be initiated for Bitcoin adoption within institutional investors. Mark Yuso, who's a big fan of Casey Rodimer and also Leonidas, but also is a big fan of Dog on the Moon token. He talks about how people are possibly going to be funneling in to a community-based token versus a scam token, which are these meme coins. He's been quite clear that he's not really a meme coin person, but with the Dog Foundation and fundamentals, he owns Dog in his portfolio. So this is a major confirmation that a major hedge fund such as Morgan Creek Capital and their CEO, Mark Yuso, is bullish on runes and bullish on Dog. And he's been bullish on runes for quite some time, and Ordinals for that matter. Now, who's been acquiring Dog? Well, we want to definitely thank Dog BTC, who's come back from reporting on the top 100 wallets in terms of their, sell or buy orders. He's noticed since November 1st that many of these centralized exchanges have actually accumulated more Dog. That means their customers are accumulating. So that's Gate.io, BitGet, Mexi, CoinEx. Then you see these other new wallets, right? So we have one wallet that acquired $310 million tokens, and then another one, 270 million, another one for 127, another one for 125. I mean, the list goes on and on. So what I'm seeing here is that not only do we have OG holders accumulating more, but new holders and centralized exchanges buying more. This is majority in green since November 1st. This is just a little bit of a headwind of what's going on behind the scenes. Now, let's look at the percentage of Bitcoin meme coins compared to all meme coins across all blockchains. Look at Bitcoin meme coins. It's only 1.3% of the total meme coin ecosystem. Dogecoin has 46%. We also have Pepe, 6.6%. Shiba Inu, 11%. Look at Solana meme coins, by the way, 16.4%. Base meme coins, 2.4%. Right now, we are very early on. Remember, Bitcoin has the largest market cap of any of these combined. So right now, this will sooner or later flip Dogecoin and definitely flip Shiba Inu and Pepe for sure. Now, I just want to remind everybody that Kraken FX or Kraken Exchange, I just feel like they're going to hopefully beat OKX. My prediction was OKX is going to beat Kraken because OKX has already listed a rune token such as RuneCoin. So I predicted that OKX was going to be the first exchange to list Dog for spot trading. But then all of a sudden I just started having this feeling that Kraken FX is going to list it maybe before OKX. I mean, they were talking about what are runes back on May 14th. And then on November 14th, they announced Dog Perpetuals. What if it's December 14th or January 14th that they list Dog spot trading? If you go to Kraken FX, they actually have a category called Dog Theme. So in the Dog Theme section, they only have Dog tokens. And I'm seeing right here that sooner or later, they're going to initiate the trade button. Once that does happen, this token will go above $1 billion pretty fast. Now, you must be wondering what percentage of Dog is right now compared to Bitcoin. Well, when Dog was at 700 million market cap, it was around 0.036% of Bitcoin's $1.9 trillion market cap. So what would it be if it were to increase to 0.05%? It would be 950 million. What about 0.10%? $1.9 billion. 0.5%, that's a $9.5 billion market cap. 0.75%, that's a $14.2 $2 billion market cap. Then there's the 1%, which we always talk about. That's a $19 billion market cap. We always have to remember that Bitcoin's market cap isn't always going to be 1.9 trillion. If Bitcoin continues to go up and up in price, then you're going to see the Bitcoin market cap go up and up in price. And that means if Bitcoin's market cap is even 1% of that, it's going to be absolutely bonkers. Remember, Dog with Hat, Shiba Inu are 3% and higher than their native blockchain. We're only talking about 0.10% of that for Dog of Bitcoin's market cap, and that will be way above $1 billion. So think about that. I want you to noodle on it. Now let's look into the charting analysis. Now you must be wondering, oh my God, Vincent, we're seeing this recent dip. We're seeing this whole pullback within altcoins. What's going on? Well, look at this red trend line. We're still above this red trend line. As you've seen here, isn't this crazy? If you just kind of zoom in here, we've actually touched this red line right here and right here. So what could we see? We could see a support level. I'm serious. We have to be completely honest with you. I think the nearest support level is around a 570 million market cap. That's the next support level if we do dump even further. So if you want a dollar cost average or buy into a better entry, that's where you want to buy into. But who knows? Maybe this is a fake out and then Bitcoin pumps or altcoin pumps, altcoin season begins, and then maybe, who knows, maybe Kraken FX or Kraken Exchange or OKX announces the spot listing for Dog. Then this is going to skyrocket pretty fast. But right now, this is kind of following the red trend line. This red trend line could be obsolete. It may not mean anything. This is just charting analysis. The whole point of charting analysis is to minimize risk and to garner more rewards. It doesn't promise that we just eliminate risk altogether. That's why it's charting analysis. When you look at the MACD, it says we're going into a downtrend, meaning these red volume sticks is sharing with us that we're falling into a seller's market, and the RSI is saying that we're possibly going to go down. But this all can change really fast. But this is why I just want to be completely honest with you, not to sell your bags, but to find the best dollar cost average opportunity. So that's why I want to share this with you and what's been going on over the past weekend. It's been absolutely crazy bonkers, but this is why this is the time to focus on Dog. Don't be following all these other tokens such as XR's Peace Pump or Moodang or whatever. These are pumps that you're too late into. Once they reach headline news, you're too late. Get in before Dog reaches headline news across crypto Twitter and across YouTube and also mainstream media outlets. Because if you do, once you get in before, you're going to ride the wave to success. And this is why I want to share this with you on a daily basis. But if you want to get all our updates on a daily basis, you need to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page and our X platform to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Dog and Moon. Until then, see you guys girls next time.